Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be looking at the Lies of P Overture, aka the Lies of P DLC trailer that was released as part of the PlayStation State of Play that happened last week, I want to say. I did not expect this at all. Honestly, I did not expect to hear anything about the Lies of P during the State of Play, so I was very surprised as soon as I heard the chime. I instantly knew that it was Lies of P, but nonetheless, I am even more excited now, I will say, now that I've seen the trailer, and I honestly cannot wait for the DLC to drop. I have seen the trailer already. I did watch State of Play, which was very good in my opinion. There's a lot of games I am very interested in checking out. Today we are going to do a live reaction with you guys. You guys can see my reaction to it, and we're going to talk about just some little things that I've seen and kind of picked up on and what my thoughts and views are on them. So yeah, we'll just jump straight into the video. So we are on the Lies of P website itself. We watch a trailer in a little second, but first I just want to read this little message here. So it has been confirmed that the DLC is a prequel. The developers or publishers have confirmed that. And it says, cross the bounds of time in Lies of P Overture, a dramatic prequel that transports you back to Krat and its unseen grandeur on the verge of collapse. Follow the path of the legendary stalker, uncover hidden secrets, and endure relentless battles that will define the past and future of Lies of P. So that alone confirms that we are going back in time, probably before the petrification disease, probably before the puppet frenzy. I'm not quite sure how far before, that is the only thing, but we are going back to before all the problems happened, and before the Krat that we all know today. There's also another little note as well that you guys may or may not have seen. This is the director's letter that was published after the State of Play. I just wanted to comment on this little section here. As you might have guessed from the title, Lies of P Overture takes you back in time to uncover the hidden stories of Krat. Do you remember the moment when you, as Geppetto's most ambitious masterwork, woke up in the middle of the Great Puppet Frenzy, a massacre that devastated the entire city around you? Now you will venture back in time to experience the harrowing journey that birthed the fateful moment. For Lies of P Overture, we aim to fully refine, forge, and complete the story as we originally envisioned it. There's a term in movie making known as director's cut. This version differs from an initial theatrical release, and usually includes additional footage the filmmaker believes perfects the work. With Lies of P Overture, I wonder if we subconsciously aim to create a developer's cut of Lies of P. So this alone confirms, again, we are going back in time. It's before anything's happened, and this will fully help us understand the full story of Lies of P. Yeah, I can't wait. I just cannot wait for the game at all, the DLC to drop. It's so exciting, and every time I watch this trailer I just get chills. But what we're going to do is we're going to watch it back in full first, and then once we've watched it I will go back and we'll then talk about all the little things that I have picked up on. So yeah, without further ado, grab your popcorn and get comfortable and let's get watching.
How can it be winter all of a sudden?
I'm sorry. You want to know the year? What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy of the name. It's been far, far too long.
Oh, my forever friend. Help me to hold your hand and dance.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
She was looking for someone.
Legendary. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil.
I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all that matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life. I swear I won't be late. Not again.
Every time I literally get shivers and chills and just, it makes me want to play again, even though I've already played like 5 times, 4 times. It just makes me want to play it again, even though I am going to be playing again. Because I've told myself I'm going to go through another new playthrough for the DLC, so I can add another notch to the belt there. Anyhow, let's dissect this trailer. Instantly starting with this little thing. This little thing in her hand, to me, looks like the Gemini lamp, but like a mini version of it, but blue. Now, as you see, in the base game, there's a blue butterfly, and we associate the blue butterfly with Sophia. However, this butterfly is white, even though the light in here is like a blue, like a light blue. I don't know if this is Sophia or if this is someone else who has a similar ability as Sophia. I'm honestly not quite sure, but what is interesting is if this is supposed to be Ergo, why is it white when the Ergo's always kind of been blue? So that kind of is pretty interesting.
How can it be winter all?
This area, I don't know how much outside it will have to like play in as such, but even if this has a little bit of an open kind of area where you can explore, pick up items and just look at everything, I think that'd be pretty cool, especially because it's snow and it just looks so nice. But this, I initially thought this building was the Opera House before it became the Opera House, but I don't think it is, because obviously it's off Rosetta Isabel Street and there would be like other things round about it. So although we are going back in time, I now don't think that. I think this is a completely different building, whether it's like an exhibition kind of place, or a museum, something like that. I kind of came to that conclusion just based off of these little signs, the kind of balloons being like advertisements as such for it. The one thing I do want to comment on is you can see this like metal framework. You tend to see this a lot in the base game as well. It's for the cable cars that transport you. These are all interlinked. They all lead back to the hotel, I believe. You see it when you're going from the Grand Exhibition to, or when you're going to the Grand Exhibition, sorry, and then when you go to the swamp area, you see when you get teleported and it's by a cable car. There is also this in near the hotel as well. And I don't know if this building is the hotel or if this is the Abbey. It looks slightly, I don't know, this bit kind of reminds me of the Abbey, but I honestly do not know. It could also be the cathedral that's up on the hill. Usually you can see the Hotel Krat wherever in the game, the base game, if you look about. But I don't quite know if this is it or not. I honestly cannot say, but I am excited to explore this area. I don't know if you can go any further than this building, if you can go to this one here or this one, but wherever it is or wherever it leads to, it looks exciting anyway.
You want to know the year?
So that person just said, I'm sorry, you want to know the year? So that confirms that we are travelling across the time planes. Where obviously we're at a point where we're uncertain and we want to know what year it is, where are we, what's the time frame here. We're obviously transported to this area. Now, again, we see that in the background at that building, wherever that may be. This area, I'm not quite sure. It seems like a fairground of some sorts anyway. We've got the big Ferris wheel, got some tents, we've got a building back here as well, but I'm not sure if we'll go into this or not. I don't know why I'm getting clown vibes from this. I'm getting mad puppet clown vibes. I don't know why, but if we have to fight another one of those, I think I might cry. There is a cheese for it, but it's just a pain. It's just a pain, and plus I don't like clowns, so this is going to be interesting for when we go inside this area. But it looks really pretty. I don't know why I'm getting Chernobyl vibes from this big wheel. I don't know what it is. It just reminds me of that, but getting Chernobyl vibes. I don't really know what else I can really say about this. I'm intrigued what this building is. I'm not gonna lie. I am intrigued what's in here and why it's slap bang in the middle of this carnival amusement area. Not quite sure.
What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy of the name.
This is really interesting that they include this, because if you cast your memories back, this is the same submarine that you use to go to the Alchemist Isle once you have beaten the Black Rabbit Brotherhood 2 and the Relic of Trismegistus. I said that properly. Yes. This is the same one. So the fact they've included this, does this mean we're going back? Or does it mean we can use it more than once? Who knows? I know obviously this is a prequel, so we wouldn't have actually been to the Alchemist Isle yet, but it's interesting that they're using the same submarine. However, I have noticed that this area, this little dock area, loading area, it doesn't look the same as the one that you see in the base game at the Relic. There's no stairs in that one, so I think this is a completely different area, and it might just happen to be they've reused the submarine, unless this is what that area looked like before. I'm intrigued by this. I'm interested to see how this is used and where it leads to, and how we get here. It'll be very, very interesting to see.
It's been far too long.
If you guys have played Baldur's Gate 3, you will have picked up that the voice just speaking, saying it's been far too long, is in actual fact the voice actor for Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3. So we're getting to hear his lovely voice in the game. Can't wait for that. This area obviously confirms the idea that I had about this being a museum or something of that kind, an exhibition. We've got the Hall of Adventure banner here. There's obviously information banisters here, walk amongst giants. There's a lot going on in this image or this scene. There's a lot of destruction. You can see there's blood everywhere. The tusk has been snapped off and is in the ground. There's a rip in the banner. There's bodies hanging where the birds would be. There's a person impaled on the tusk. Like, there's a lot going on. I don't quite know what to think. I don't know why this poor person has ended up impaled on this. I don't know what these people have done to deserve to be hung up here, but if you do look closely, you can sort of see that these people are like a light bluey teal colour. And if you cast your memory back to the base game, the other creatures of that colour are the carcass monsters. Are these the first lot of people who were infected by the petrification disease? There isn't really much to be able to distinguish if it is. Usually there's some sort of crystallization kind of forming on their face, or bits coming out their head, limbs missing, etc, etc. I don't really see that here, but it also is dark. You can't really see this one. Can't really see this one either. We're quite far away, so we won't actually know until we get in. But there's a lot going on. It'll be interesting to see what this area brings.
Oh, my forever friend.
I can't, the kitten. This is another thing that confirms that the whole going back in time thing as well. If this is Spring, Spring being the cat that is in the hotel crat in the base game, this is Spring as a kitten. It's so cute and adorable. But another thing that I want to talk about here is this wonderful masterpiece right here, the Legion arm. It looks so pretty. It looks almost like porcelain, kind of like china, just with the detail in the white. I don't quite know if that would be a correct thing to say, but that's the vibe that it gives anyway. But why would you make an arm that's china, porcelain, it break easily in combat? The most important thing we have to talk about here is this double barrel shotgun arm part that's connected to it. I cannot wait to see that in action. That is going to be sick to watch that be used. I'm not going to lie. I'm interested to see as well what other arms we might get. Obviously this is a brand new one, so we have at least one new arm confirmed. But how many more will there be? Who knows? And this little cat's so cute.
Help me to hold your hand and dance.
I can't deal with clowns. I cannot deal with clowns. Why is it a clown puppet? I'm assuming this is inside one of those tents that we saw on the external shot of that theme park carnival area. What this thing is, I don't know. P's obviously done some sort of little dance for it and it seems happy enough by that. We've got some confetti. I don't quite know what to make of this, but it's no parade master, it's no mad clown puppet, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. And if we do have to fight it, it's attached to the thing, so it doesn't seem like it'll be that bad. However, I do want to make a little comment about these little things in the background here. Now, you can probably see this one a little bit better because it's sort of in the spotlight. This is a toy or a little doll of the parade master puppet, and other ones next to them are little jesters. They remind me of the puppets that you will find in, there's some in the Stella Opera House, there's some in, I think it's the arcades when you go into the wine cellar area. There's also another one when you are, after you've beaten the swamp monster, you go down the ladder. There's also a jester there as well. There's quite a lot of them in the game. I think the latest that you encounter them again is the Arch Abbey. There is some in there as well. These little statue figurine dolls, I don't know what you want to call them, they are reminding me of those. And the fact that they have these statues, dolls, whatever made of them, to me signifies that they have some type of importance, or they are classed as something, a positive image or a positive light around them. They are respected enough to have this made of them. And obviously in the base game, they are enemies. They have the puppet frenzy, they are attacking us. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It does make you question when you see that. It's like, well, they're clearly respected enough to, or valued enough to have the figurine made of them. So what changed? That is the big question. What changed? This bit.
You're not the puppet I was expecting.
Who is this lady? Who is this lady and her little, sorry, not so little puppet friend. I cannot stress enough. I cannot stress enough. I cannot wait to meet this character. I cannot wait. I have no clue who it is. I initially thought it was Laxasia or Laxasia. I'm still not sure how you pronounce her name. I cannot wait to meet her, whoever she is. She clearly has the same thing on her hand as Geppetto had. I'll pop a little image on the screen side by side. She has the same hand thing for the puppet strings, which is obviously connected. You can see them coming out, which are obviously then connected to this blue thing on this puppet, which can make it fly. So she's obviously in control of this thing with the big white and gold whisk, as I keep calling it. She is in control of this puppet. Yeah, there's so much mystery surrounding her. I have no idea who she is. I can't even begin to fathom who she is. I have, however, just noticed that there's a puppet impaled with a... I literally have just noticed this. I've never seen this before. Out of all the times I've watched this trailer. Why is there puppets impaled by... I'm assuming bits of fencing? What? I did not see this before now. My brain's always just been focused on her, and that just shows. But yeah, she's going to be a very, very interesting character. I will call that right now. She's either going to be one of the kind of main people of a DLC, or she's going to be a significant boss or person, at least, that you come across.
She was looking for someone.
That thing gives me flashbacks to Andreas. It really does. That cocoon thing opening up just gives me flashbacks to Andreas, and the trauma of fighting Andreas is coming back to me, and breathe, just breathe. For those who were there in my first playthrough of Lies of P, I rage quit my game. I rage quit my stream that night because of Andreas. Andreas was the boss that I probably got stuck on for the longest throughout the full game. It was Andreas that did it for me. And now I can like get him, no bother, but initially he was my wall, and he's not even that like far in the game. He's pretty near the start, and I struggled so much. So the fact that we're having to fight something that's similar to him, just the trauma flashbacks are there. They are repeating in my mind. This thing, I have no idea what this is. Every time I see this, I just get more and more confused. I have more and more questions. There's some kind of control panels in the background. I really don't know where this is or what this is. So we're just going to move on. This guy, I have a lot of questions. One, why does he have all these extra hands? I don't get. I don't get. Two, what's with the red wax liquid like stuff? It doesn't look like blood, but it could also be blood. I really don't know. I have so many questions. And the third thing, he sort of reminds me of the statue that you see at the very beginning of the game, when you first come out of the central station and into that first little area, and there's a big, I think it's either a fountain or there's just a statue in the middle of that area, and it has a guy on it, and then when you come back in towards the end, when you go back through the train station again and come back out, the statue's cut in half. I'm going to pop an image of that said statue on the screen so that you can compare. I don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I feel like there is some similarities. I could be very wrong, and this picture that's here will prove otherwise, but I don't know who this person is. I don't know the significance of this scene, but one, I'm scared a little bit, but also intrigued. There's not really anything else I can say about this guy other than what's with all the hands? What's with all the hands?
She stepped up.
This lady. So I have a lot to say about this lady. This lady, in my opinion, I believe that she is the talented stalker. Now, going back to the bit I read on the website before, it does mention a talented stalker. And the talented stalker, for those who might not remember or need just a little refresh or have never played the game and do want to know, towards the end, when you are on your approach to the Archabbey, you are given, I think it's four or five memories. They appear, there's either 3 blue and 1 red or 4 blue and 1 red. It tells the story of Romeo and Carlo, I believe. But at the very end, it mentions a talented stalker, or they talk about a talented stalker in this story. And at the end, the talented stalker discovers the fate of what's happened. I think this is that talented stalker. She's wearing a mask. It's usually the stalkers that wear the masks, for a start. And I don't know, she seems cool. She seems cool. And another little note as well, if you guys can see, she has a little, same as us, a little Gemini kind of type lantern attached to her hip on a belt. I don't know if that has any significance other than being able to help us see. I'm not quite sure. She has her own personal Gemini as well. But that's another little thing I wanted to know. But that is who I believe this person is. Her mask looks absolutely sick. I love her outfit as well. Her sword, she's right in P's face. But I'm very, very intrigued to learn more about her and find out her backstory and who she is and how she then fits into the rest of the story.
Could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil.
Too many stalkers were lost to that evil. What evil? We will probably get answers to that in the DLC, of course, but it leaves us asking all these questions. And this person right here leaves us asking even more questions, because is this the Alidoro, the original Alidoro, or is this the fake Alidoro? My opinion is that this is the original, like the very original Alidoro, because as we've already discussed, we're going back in time, so this could be before Alidoro dies. So I think this will be the original one. And the fact that we are blowing that trumpet and he is appearing, I think we use him in a fight. Or we can summon him, which is a pretty interesting feature if that is the case, because as before in the base game, you always have a spectre. I'm assuming we'll probably still have the spectre. Potentially we might not, but we've always used a spectre to summon the help. Is the trumpet or horn the new spectre, and is our spectre Alidoro? Who knows? Who knows? Time will tell. Time will answer all of these questions that we have, but right now we can only presume, assume, tell our thoughts and views. But yeah, I think this is OG Alidoro, definitely. The detail in this game, all the way through from start to end to DLC, chef's kiss. It is so beautiful. I don't know who this character is, but this looks sick. This looks sick. I don't know if this is a stalker or if it's a monster, or I don't know who they are, but this weapon is clunky and I love it. I'm here for it. I don't quite know what weapon we're using here though. This looks interesting. We've clearly got some new weapons in the DLC as well. But this fight looks epic. And I love this industrial, like, grating kind of look we have going on here as well. It looks pretty sick. I lost my mind when I saw this. I lost my mind. We have a bow and arrow weapon. And why is it red? Why is it red? Like, come on. But there's more. There's more. Why is Jeff from Marvel Rivals here, but in a carcass monster version? Sorry, Jeff, but why are we shooting a shark with a bow and arrow? I just, I can't. I burst out laughing when I saw this. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm in awe, and I'm even more in awe of the Northern Lights being in the sky during this fight. Like, how beautiful is that? We're in a winter land, like we've got a winter landscape, Northern Lights in the sky, and then this gigantic shark is jumping down, ready to nom it on us with those teeth. Just hold on, look at my bow and arrow out. It's insane. It looks so cool though. I cannot wait to try. I will try this. I will definitely be trying this. But this also looks like another new arm, but I'm not quite sure what it does. I'm not quite sure what it's meant to be. I can't even take a guess, to be honest, but like I say, time will tell. Time will reveal all. I just can't with this though. This guy. We have Wolverine. I don't know why I did this. We have Wolverine claws. What the heck? And like, even the detailing. I don't know if this has been us that's done this, but if that is the detailing, we're actually seeing those claw marks of the character in this monster that we're fighting. And this looks like it is in maybe the same place as the kind of goat or horn. I don't know which animal that was probably, but we'll just say the horn person. It looks to be in a similar setting. There's the kind of industrial grating on the floor. So I'm not quite sure where this is, but this guy's been locked up anyway. So we probably should note that. He's locked up. He's got like a ball and chain kind of thing. Is he in prison? Who knows? But these are pretty sick. I'd love to give these a go as well. And I wonder if you can use the DLC weapons in a normal game as well. That would be pretty interesting. Can you imagine trying to fight Laxasha with Wolverine claws? Bro. That would be interesting. This guy. Oh my lord. This guy looks absolutely terrifying and insane. But I am going to take it back a frame or two. I don't want to see your butt. Yeah, okay. I just want to be able to see your... Okay, that'll do. That'll do. He has like 3 arms. An arm here. An arm... I think this is an arm. We have an arm here. Like, what the heck? And his face is all messed up. And it's clear obviously it's a carcass monster. That's what the carcass monsters come out of in the base game. So clearly we are in a place where these things are created or live. However, I do want to just comment and note, again, we have another new arm, or this might just be the... I can't remember, I think it's just the arm of steel, which is just the plain arm. It could just be that. But this is another different arm again. There's no attachment from what I see. Just interesting, but again, we won't know. But the one thing I do want to draw the attention to is this. This is very questionable because I'm going to pop on the screen again. These little faces showed up in the Arch Abbey as you make your way to Laxasha or Laxasia. You see these kind of faces and the symbol that's on the head. You see them in the Arch Abbey as well. Is this the Arch Abbey that we're in? Or is this something that existed prior to the Arch Abbey? There's so many questions. It's like we're in the past, but the past obviously will affect the present, and then it's just like, well, we're obviously playing a bit of, I'm assuming we're going to play a bit of the game to then go into the DLC, or do we finish the game and then go into the DLC? I don't know how it's going to work. I have my theories on that as well, but that's just something that I did notice, and that was the instant thought I had was, I've seen this before. So I don't know, but this guy looks absolutely terrifying. I'm not gonna lie, this guy looks terrifying. Interesting. I thought that we had the shotgun arm on in this scene, but we actually don't, because you don't see it stick out on this arm. That must have been the weapon that did that. Interesting. I've always thought that's been the shotgun thing pushing you back, but I feel like I'm watching this and I'm like noticing new things every time I watch it. But just another thing I want to talk about is look at the size of this guy compared to P. P's like tiny, and then this guy's just this size. Like, what the heck? He's like 10 times bigger than him. Good luck, little guy. That's all I'm gonna say is good luck, little guy.
Survival is all that matters. Nothing else.
She's so pretty. Go back. I initially thought these were red shoes and I thought Dorothy, but then she's just wearing red bottoms. She just has those Louboutins on. It's not Dorothy, guys. It's not Dorothy. But this fight, this confirms that she is a boss that you do have to fight, and this looks so pretty. But she's controlling these with the thing on her hand as well as the puppet, I'm guessing. But I cannot with this character. I cannot. She's just so insane and amazing, and I just want to get the DLC right now and just play it and experience it.
I swear I won't be late.
I can't. This looks sick. This is sick. I don't know if, I'm assuming this is the weapon, and this is something to do with the weapon, but oh my god, the satisfaction I would take in killing something by slicing it up into a million pieces. Chef's kiss. It reminds me of something, but I cannot remember what it is, and every single time I've watched this trailer I have said that, but it still doesn't come back to me. But this looks incredible, and I cannot wait to use this and experience this and kill a boss with this or something with it, because oh my god, it looks so good. It looks so good.
Not again.
But yeah, that's us. That is the DLC. No, I don't want, as much as I would love to watch it again, I don't want to watch it again. But yeah, summer 2025, guys. It cannot come quick enough. I honestly cannot wait until summertime. It's gonna be insane. Like, I genuinely cannot wait. Like, Lies of P has become such a huge part of my gaming career. Now, I have played through it so many times, I've got the 100% for it. I'm going to be starting it on Xbox and try to get the 100% on there. I've got the art book, which I would totally recommend if you are a big fan of this game. Get the art book. It is so, I don't have it to hand or else I would show, but it is so pretty. You get to see all, like, there's some different designs that they had planned for characters, etc., that they didn't end up going with, but it shows you how they developed the character and all the different looks they had for them, and then it shows you the one they actually ended up choosing. But so definitely, if you love the game and you love collecting like things like about games, I 100% recommend the art book. Honestly, so pretty, so pretty. But yeah, just on another note as well, I did see on Twitter before I filmed this video that there is going to actually be another trailer for the DLC. There will be, I don't know if you guys can see this, they said don't miss out, a new trailer for Lies of P Overture will be shown on the ID Xbox stream on Monday, February 24th. Be sure you don't miss it. And then they have this video of this character, which is the woman that we saw, who I believe is the legendary stalker. Now, I will probably do another reaction video to that trailer once it drops. Because why not? We've done one for this one, it's only fitting we do another one for this trailer. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave some comments with your ideas, opinions, views on the trailer. Anything that I might have missed that you guys have picked up on. Do share your thoughts, I would love to hear them. If you've played the game, tell me what your favourite part about the game is. If you've not played it, tell me why you haven't played it so I can give you a reason to play it. I will see you guys some point after the 24th with another reaction video to that new trailer once it drops. I cannot wait. Honestly, I cannot wait. Lies of P has become such a big part of my life and I just love it. It's overtook Elden Ring for me in terms of my favourite game of the Souls category anyway. And I just, yeah, I cannot wait. Cannot wait to touch that golden stargazer, which I believe is going to be the way we access the DLC. That golden stargazer that's on the path of the pilgrim path, just off the side at the graves, that when you interact with in the base game, it says cannot be used right now. That is my assumption of how we're going to access the DLC, and if that is, I cannot wait to click interact. But yeah, thank you all for watching, I really appreciate it. If you guys do want to check out some of my first playthrough of Lies of P, it is on the channel. I will link it down below so you guys can access the playlist. Unfortunately, it does cut off around part 8 maybe. I ended up losing the footage for it, so I couldn't continue on with the series unfortunately, so I had to leave it where it ends. You can see up to a certain point on the channel. I do have all the other fights, I think, saved on Twitch. They're certainly Laxasia is there on Twitch, and I think my nameless fight, I have clips of them all anyway, so if you do want to check that out, there will be a link down below as well to my Twitch channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to stay alert for any new posts, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!